Like, seriously, what happened to Sonic the freaking Hedgehog? I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, whenever Alexandra Rodriguez uploads a video, or a picture, or a post on Instagram, or even a post on TikTok, Sonic the Hedgehog is there quickly to delete any comments that she does not like. Those comments are comments to, in her eyes, are negative ones. They are hater comments. They are trolling comments. But to us, they are just constructive criticism. And sometimes to us, they're just flat out truth. That's it. And let's be honest, in the world we live in, whenever you're truthful, people always assume you're being negative or you're being a hater. But listen, that's a whole different conversation. All I know is this time, Sonic the Hedgehog was not on her job. Now here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, she uploaded this video yesterday. I mean today. And there's a lot of comments really calling her out because of the situation with Coco. And I picked out 4 comments out of the many that's there, believe me, that I really want to talk about, because these ones really identify different aspects of what's happening within the Alexandra Rodriguez community in terms of the people that she's obviously pushed away, and of course, the dog that she's now rehomed. And with that being said, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, including Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. And with that being said though, ladies and gentlemen, bit my lip, damn it. Now, as you can hear here, and sorry, let's read what it says here. I started watching you when you first began YouTube, but left several years ago because you evolved into someone I could no longer relate to. I pop back in every now and then, and I don't know. It's like it just keeps getting worse. It just feels like you're very unhappy, and everything you do, you know you need to in order to continue funding your lifestyle, but you're not really into any of it, which is something that we have spoke about before. Like for example, sponsorships that she has. Like for example, she'll do a sponsor video on certain materials, items, whatever, and next thing you know, those items then appear on Depop, or they appear here, or you just don't see them again, and she talks about them as if like they're the bees of freaking knees. So I definitely relate. No, I definitely know where that person's coming from. And then it continues by saying, I think that's where the hate you get comes from. And I'm sure it's really a stressful place to be. I don't know how you'd fix it at this point. And I think you don't know either. So you stick with what you know. Paid promotions and advertisements. Even though it drives more people away. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hope you're able to find yourself again someday. And here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen. I hope for everyone, for anyone in the world who's going through whatever or acting a certain type of way, to find their way at some point. Because the fact is this. If you ain't looking to find yourself in this life, then what are you looking for? We need purpose sometimes. But to have purpose, we need to know who we are. And sometimes we need purpose to even find who we are. Here's the thing with Alexandra Rodriguez, she has none of those things. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen. One thing that I must say though is that the next comment that was actually within this post, yeah, this one hits hard. So as you can see here, it says, I think her seeking therapy, as she tells everyone else to do, may help. She has some issues that need professional help. Also, she seems to have zero support from her soulmate. And you know what though, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that we have spoken about briefly every now and then, about her soulmate. About her partner. And it's crazy though, because she even did a TikTok about fat girls can find a handsome guy before, or fat girls can be loved too, or something like that. Listen, darling, let me tell you something right now. The man you're with, questionable whether he loves you or not. I mean, listen, this guy's got new bloody teeth these days. New teeth, but you know what, let's not go into that, because we're going to spare off the point. The point is this. You have zero support from your soulmate. That is not good. It is very evident that Alexandra Rodriguez never really had the correct support from her mother. I'm not going to say she's never had any. I'm going to say she hasn't had the correct support. Because if she had, she wouldn't be who she is now. You see what I'm saying? And she is the way she is now. One, because of herself, because she's a grown adult. And two, because of the person that's been her role model. And we all know who that is. The woman that would happily, and I mean happily, take paintings, do them herself. Say, hey guys, this is mine, if you can believe. But here's the thing though, ladies and gentlemen, really and truly, seeking help is something that Alexandra Rodriguez would be good for her. But this is the problem though. We've seen her rant. Each time she goes, I know seeking help from a professional isn't the same as, you know, getting health advice. But what I'm trying to say is this: when it comes to her going to get health advice, as soon as they talk about her weight, all of a sudden it's fat shaming. What if she seeks professional advice and then they say something that she doesn't like? What's she going to say then? Oh, they're shaming me for this. But this is the thing. When she doesn't like to hear something that she doesn't want to hear, she always has to fight back because she always needs to be in that driving seat. She has to be in control of every single narrative in her life. And this is the problem. Seeking help may help her, but for her to seek help, she would have to be open-minded to actually want to take it. And this is the problem that we have with anyone on YouTube that is pretty much a train wreck. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't just stop there. There is more. This is the other one that I want to talk about. Glad Coco is in a much better environment. People truly need to be educated about the responsibility that comes with adopting a pet. In brackets, seeing as your mom has one, and I figured you understand the hard work it entails. Close brackets, sorry. Now, with that being said, continues by saying, and you know what, this is all true though. It is actually all true because we've seen her numerous times look after her mom's dog. She's done that. Okay, so she knows the responsibilities that are needed when it comes to having a pet, to be honest with you. Now, obviously, the difference is that having a pet and babysitting someone else isn't necessarily the same thing, because when you're babysitting someone else, it's temporarily. When you have your own, it's long term. But here's the thing: sometimes in life, people will test drive something before they go and get it. And here's the thing: her looking after her mum's pet is one of those. It's like a test drive. So obviously, clearly, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna get one too. Even though I believe that she got one more for, you know, probably sponsorship purposes. She got one for sympathy purposes, if anything, amongst other things. Either way, though, she should have had a glimpse of what the life is going to be, considering that she does look after her mum's pet from time to time. So to be honest, her behavior. So to be fair, person definitely hit the nail on the head a little bit here. But let's continue though. Adopting a pet and further re-traumatizing. This is the key one. Further re-traumatizing, because let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a dog that was adopted by Alexandra Rodriguez, a dog that went through a traumatic experience itself with everything that happened with Maria Hurricane. So let's not forget that. So to be honest with you, and listen, as human beings, we know what it's like to be re-traumatized. We know what it's like to be re-traumatized multiple times. But let's continue. Further traumatizing them by passing them on to the next home is incredibly irresponsible. 100% facts. Pets are not decorations or fun things to add to vlogs. Facts. They are living and breathing creatures that need care and compassion. Seeing as this is the second pet you gave up, please be responsible moving forward and do not adopt again. And I'll be honest with you, this person speaking facts. Honestly, I could not argue with this. Could you argue with that? It is evident that if something doesn't work out, she's ready to throw in the towel. That is evident. So therefore, anything that she wants to do in life, she needs to make sure it's something that doesn't have feelings. Because at the end of the day, animals have feelings. And you know what though? We're now going to get into the last one, because we talk about how animals have feelings. Well, I tell you what, so do human beings. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Right, I can't believe you decided to give away. I can't believe you decided to give your newly adopted dog. It is not a purse that you can return exactly, because a purse has no feelings. A dog does. You have to accept the consequences of your decisions. What are you going to do if you have a troubled child? Are you going to give him back too? What a shame. Let's just say him or her, because she could have a boy or girl, right? And this is the thing. Kids have emotions. Look at the world we live in. Look at how many people, how many adults are traumatized because of their childhood. Think of that, okay? Look at how many kids today who are still children who are traumatized because of their childhood. And I don't mean to get deep, I don't mean to get dark, but these are things that we are not spoken about. And as you already know on this channel, I don't just make a reaction, I add in commentary that has to be said. Okay, things that matter, things that are ignored in this world, because people just want to live life. I don't know where people want to live life, but they don't want to live it with reality. And here's the thing, we live in a world where not only do we have troubled kids who are doing madness, not only do we have troubled adults who are doing madness, but we even have children who are even taking their own lives in today's society. Don't ignore that. That is no joke. We have adults taking their own life. That is no joke. And On top of that, we also have children now doing mass killings. Okay? Don't ignore that too. These things happen because of how we treat one another. These things happen because we live in a world with just pure negative vibes. You see what I'm saying? And this is the problem. You know, I'm going on a whole rant about something. You know what? Let me stop the video there. Honestly, this is a deep one for me because I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. The world we live in is disgusting. You know? Disgusting. People don't get their own way. They treat people bad. People don't get on the way, they'll make things. Listen, it goes in so many different ways, man. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, though. This is about children. This is about animals. Okay? And the last thing I said hasn't necessarily got anything to do with Alexandra Rodriguez, but this is the thing, though. If she wants to have a child or more, she needs to think long and hard. Because at the end of the day, we don't need to keep adding more and more traumatized humans. Nonetheless, thank you for your time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please.